welcome to our channel again. And in today's video, we are going to learn how to create a path. As in earlier video, last video, we have discussed this thing, right? When we click on the edit page, we were seeing this thing. This is nothing but the path which we have to create for our lead processes, right? So that will be showing you the status and the path while working with the leads. So you will get to know where we are on uh, on processing those leads, right? So this is important, and let's see how it works. So you have to go to the home, and in the quick find box, you have to search the path. So you will see the path setting. You have to click on the path setting, and here you will get the enable path button. And on your org, it might be appear that enable path button, then you have to click that enable path, and then you have to click the new path. So this is very important where you can put, if you want to put any guidance before moving into from one path, one status to another status, so that you can achieve it by creating a path for those status field, right? So here you can see P2P or the lead path, something like that. Or you can B2P path. Choose the object here. From here you can choose the object lead. And when we are going to create the path for opportunity, then we have to choose the opportunity object. Here's the record type. So you remember we had created two record types in our last session, so that those are visible here. You can select any of the one record type for which you want to create a path. So here, as I given the name as B2B path, so I will select B2B lead process, and then here I will select lead status. So for lead status, I want to create a path, right? Let me click on the next button. So here you can see select field that you want to appear for user and provide guidance for success like tips, links to chatter group or file best practices and policy reminders, right? If you want to check if open on contacted, right? So if you want to put description to be filled before moving into from here to here and moving to the next status, and email should be there, and company should be there, right? Description, you can remove the description, and the phone should be there with the phone, right? So you can select these fields, and here you can put the guidance, fill these fields or populate these fields, something like that. You can put the guidance based on your requirement and working contacted. So here you can put any of the other fields which are required to be populated, rating, right? So, so here what you are doing is you are giving some guidance while moving from one status to another status, that if suppose sales executive, sales person is working on that lead, right? So they will get to know, okay, this field should be filled before moving into this, from this status to that status, right? So that will be useful for your day-to-day uh, lead processing. And you have to click on the next button. And here you can see when you activate your path keyfeeds and guidance appear in can for the same object required time pick list, right? Not ready to make this path available, save it and activate it later. Enable celebration when users reaches a specific step in a path, help them celebrate their success with on stream. So here you can enable this, and if you want to mm, celebrate on some of the status, right? So working contacted and on close converted status, you can put these two status where on the UI it will like pop up, okay, you have contacted the lead and you have converted that lead, right? So on the status, if you want to uh, show the celebration onto the UI based on the status, then you can choose the status from here, right? And you can click on always to show the celebration always when the status is are there among this, right? So you can click on finish button. So now you can see this path which we have created is available now. And let me refresh this page. So that we can choose the path which we have created for our B2B record type. So this is the B2C lead. Let me go back to here. Let me choose the B2B lead. Let me edit the page. So you can see, right, when we clicked on this path, here you can see this B2B path which we have already created, and this path is attached with that record type. So it is showing our path has been created and attached with that record type correctly. Now if you go back here, so you can see this arrow, right? You have to click on that. You can see open not contacted. So we have to fill this information before moving into the next step. This is just for the guidance where the sales executive can see, okay, these fields we have to fill it before moving into the next step. So prior they will be having the information before moving into the next status, right? So we are filling this 2, 4, 8, 10. Okay. Now we are saving this information here, so it will be automatically will be saved here, right? Then if you move into the mark this status as completed, you can see whenever we reached into the working contacted, the status has changed successfully to working, and the small celebration popped up in your UI where we are celebrating this, right? So Whenever you convert this, you will see also that the status is converted, and you will be see some small celebration there as well. So we had created the path and enable the celebration for some of the specific status. And then this is the path uh, guidance you can also enable for your day-to-day work where the user can see the some of the fields which are required by uh, uh, before processing this lead into the next status, so that will be easier for them, right, to have a look on those values. If they don't have that value, they can connect with that lead. If they are having some their email address or something, so they can connect with that lead and get the information from there, right? So this is something the path setting is all about. And the same scenario you can click for your B2C record type. I will not do it. It's your kind of a homework where you can create a different lead processes, different lead path for the tag for different record types, right? Now, if you want to create a path setting for your opportunity, right? So you can opportunity, you can give the name as opportunity path, choose the object opportunity, record tag. We don't have it currently. We can create it and attach it with any other record type. By default, it is master, so I'm selecting this. You can click on the different checklist on which you want to make that path to be visible. Here you can, if you are having a different other picklist field as well, so you can choose it from here. But currently we do have these picklist fields, so we are choosing one of them. So stage is nothing but the stages on the opportunity objects. So here you can select this and similar type of things you can do here where the amount should be there, right? So tell the amount, right? And click on the next button. Then you have to enable this celebration as well. So suppose if you are having need analysis qualification, then you can enable this closed form proposal, right? So you have enabled this for the opportunity as well. And let's go back to the opportunity. You can see this is the path you have created. And let's go to the opportunity. So you can see uh, this is the opportunity, and which already have closed form, I think. Let me open this, right? So you can see the amount which you have already filled into the guidance section, which is showing here. Now you have to put the amount here, something like whatever the amount you want to put, you can put it. Okay, so we had created some validation rule. This is why it is showing it is getting triggered. And the description field length should be greater than. So where is the description field length? Now you have to put them on more than. Now you can see the some of the celebration which got popped up here on your UI when you move to the qualification status. So this is how you can create a path for your different record type, for your different object, for your different statuses, lead picklist where fields. So this is how you can set up, and it will be more user, you can say, uh, interaction which is happening here on the basis of the path you have created. So user will get to know, okay, on this status, we have to make sure that these fields should be populated, and then you will get to know on which other fields you have to work and get the information from the user, right? So you will get to know all these things on your UI. So from UI perspective, it looks good when you create a path, right, for your objects. So it will be easier and more user friendly. So I think, hope you understood the requirement when it should be and where you have to put and where you have to create by which steps you can create these things, and to validate this thing you have to create on the edit page and you have to select that path, and from there you can get to know, okay, this path is having uh, this path is attached with that uh, path which you have created, right? So if you select this path, you can say this is the path and this is the opportunity path which you have created. So the path which you have created, that name is showing here. So you will validate and verify it from this edit section, right? So I hope you understood about the path setting, how you can create a path, how you can put some guidance for each of the fields and for each of the status, right? So, and I hope you will do the practice for other record types. You can create a different lead processes, different path setting, and you can attach those things with a different record type. So let me know if you're having any question, any doubts, if you are facing while creating these things on your developer edition all. I will definitely jump into the comment section and will help you there. We'll upload more information and more videos. So I hope you will get into it. And if you haven't seen any validation kind of videos which I have created, so you can go and check. So it will be good for you. You can put some validation rule on each of the fields so that before moving into the path, you can create a validation rule that if the status is this and this field is not populated, then that validation rule should be triggered. So you can create those as well. And yeah, so I hope you are good. So thank you, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. We'll meet into the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.